In a marketplace where every other game releasing is set in an open world, we sometimes find ourselves longing for a good old-fashioned level. A little area teeming with personality with its own distinct set of challenges and events. This year has seen quite a lot of standout moments when it comes to level design, from mansions and facilities ravaged by time-travelling heroes, to zonal areas that contain so many little touches it's hard to believe they're fictional. We're here to highlight some incredible examples of what makes a good level, because it's not always totally obvious at first glance. You should note there are some mild spoilers ahead, but there's nothing that's going to give any plot points away if you haven't played any of the games. Enjoy. In an age where developers are making everything cinematic, it's nice to have a game that sticks to its guns and celebrates the idea of map navigation, exploration, and most importantly, killing shit. From a purely scientific point of view, Doom's campaign maps are excellent. Based heavily on the old games, the grid system works wonders for letting you know what's going on where, and the arenas that open up let you know it's time to get that trigger finger out. The latter levels get a bit more claustrophobic, so we're awarding a place on our list to the Meltdown level, because it's got such a strong showcase of its design philosophy. Dishonored 2's Stilton Manor should be a disaster. The second you set foot in the place, it strips away all your abilities and leaves you armed with only your physical weapons. As if that's not bad enough, the game then throws a whole new mechanic at you, a device that allows you to travel back and forth in time and peek into the alternate timeline. This turns Dishonored 2's stealth mechanic on its head, and gives the game's already tricky puzzles a whole new dimension. From a narrative position too, the mechanic feeds in more malice and arcane weirdness into Dishonored 2, and the result is a level that just hums with unsettling craftsmanship. Titanfall 2's 5th mission, Effect and Cause, proved the campaign in this game was something special. Respawn spends the previous 4 missions teaching you how to play the game. Here's how to run, shoot, slide and pilot your Titan, it says. But this is just the groundwork for the creativity that follows. Effect and Cause has some really clever ideas when it comes to time travel, and shooting a guard in the past and seeing his remains in the present is one of the best. Time switching to make different panels appear in different timelines and create a few platforming puzzles has never made you feel so smug. Sapienza is the most open, varied and interesting Hitman level we've ever seen. Just think about the scale of the place. When you first arrive, you have the courtyard and the town itself to explore. Then there's that weird science facility hidden in the cliff face. Then there's a sewer system in the church it leads to. If that's not enough for you, what about the massive mansion that's got its own private set of ruins you can climb around and explore? There is so much variation in this level, and none of it feels half-hearted. Every area has dedicated assassination opportunities, complex chains of events to follow, and even specialist clothing to use. It's a beautiful and creative level that not only celebrates player choice, but rewards it too. Battlefield 1's first mission is a solemn start to the game. Despite being a fictional project, the game taps into a very dark reality and shines a spotlight on some individual heroes of the war, hoping to show players the importance of every one of the lives that was lost during the so-called Great War. The various parts of this mission use all the best bits of Battlefield to craft a level that celebrates the strongest thing the game has to offer: environmental destruction, mini sandboxes, and some of the best looking zones you'll see in gaming this year.